Only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt. What's going on, guys? What do you guys think?
That's pretty legit.
It was good. Yeah, my White Sox take was pretty on. They coasted and then lost. So
there you go.
Let's try this again. What is going on, guys? This is no longer the Davis Sports Feud. My name is Kyle Davis. That's T-Bone, and that's Keith. And this is MV3. This is our new podcast, new name, new everything. Thank you. Shout out real quick, Skibbs, for doing the rebranding for us. Like I said before, this is no longer just my podcast, so we might as well get rid of the Davis part of this and make this a good podcast for all of us. And it's a new name, new everything, but it's still the same people bringing the same hot takes, bringing the same arguments, bringing the same heat. You know what? T-Bone, I'm leaving you up there on the top shelf today.
Oh, I'm on the top shelf,
today.
baby. Top shelf content coming at you.
So if you guys are looking for the Davis Sports Feud, it's no longer that. Anywhere you can find the Davis Sports Feud, you now find MV3, and that is on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Find it everywhere. Everywhere.
At MV3 Pod.
Hey, if this video, we're making this announcement. I haven't told him yet, but he's gonna know right now. If this video on Facebook gets 10 likes, we're gonna get a TikTok video of T-Bone doing the stay dance.
I don't know what that is.
We're gonna do it.
I don't know what that is.
We're gonna get a TikTok video because we've been doing a lot of sports content on that, and I know you guys love it. And check out the Twitter, of course, because Saturday, me and T-Bone were going back and forth on Twitter because wow, what a Saturday it was! With the landscape of the college football world changed.
Can we just address the elephant? Can we address the elephant in the room? That I was right about Michigan State and little brother.
No,
Little brother anymore, and hasn't been. And still aren't.
Hold on. No. Because they had...
what happened?
They had Uncle Referee in their pocket. What do you mean?
Oh, well, okay. There was
14
terrible
points. 14 points taken away from Michigan State.
It still takes a team... it's still a collapse. That was a collapse.
Yes, but...
And what are you doing? Mike? Why is McCarthy in the game?
Did I not say that, Kyle?
Multiple times. On that touchdown pass, why was he out there?
I mean, you literally, every point you had was right about the quarterbacks. McNamara was the better quarterback. I was wrong. And then they took him out, and that cost them the game.
Okay, so the first time they take him out, he...
Oh, yeah, how about that run defense, too, by the way? Oh, yeah.
That guy's something else, man.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth Walker has launched into Heisman category now.
He is... What we said, he
should have had 4 touchdowns, not 5. But you fumble at the goal line. That's whatever. Okay, so you have that, which
close.
They kept it. That's fine. I'm fine with it. It was too close. They called it a touchdown. I'm fine with them not overturning it.
So it was okay with 5 touchdowns then.
But if you want to call it a controversial call, I'm going to add that one up there. And then the strip sack fumble touchdown.
That one was bad.
That
one was bad.
Looking like 5 years ago out here.
I'm just
when that happened, I was like, oh shit, it's over.
I was like, oh, that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I told Kyle when we were at the restaurant, I'm like, okay, we got screwed over 2 calls. Two big calls didn't go our way. We were still winning, so I was okay with it. But then we collapsed in the second half, which nothing. People are like, well, why should Harbaugh be fired? I don't know. You're putting JJ McCarthy when you're winning the game, throws a touchdown pass. Okay, cool, whatever. And then we put him in, little read option, fumbles the ball, second half. But when we're right after we just gave up a touchdown, and now we're only up 3.
He fumbled the ball twice in that game too.
I know. One we didn't lose.
So this is 100% on Harbaugh.
Yes.
This is 100%.
Oh, 1,000,000%. That's not even a question. No.
I mean,
McCarthy fumbled it?
at the end of the day, you cannot let a guy, if you really want, which Michigan, by the way, is not out of like the playoff running here, but like,
no, they're not.
You want to win a national title, you have to be able to stop the run. You can't be giving up.
Hold on.
5 touchdowns.
Hold on.
I'm
I'm on
saying.
T-Bone's side on one statement with the refs, at least.
It wasn't good.
Kenneth Walker going down the sideline, running into the end zone, clearly drops the football. Granted, there wasn't a definitive angle. He dropped the football before
Well,
he
there
hit
you
the
go.
line.
Wasn't the definitive? There's no definitive angle, so we
his
can't.
reaction,
He dropped.
though.
He even
His
knew he did it.
reaction
He even knew
Look
he
back
fucked
and
up.
dove on it. If
He realized he fucked up and he ran and he slipped on
So
that great
like you
Michigan State
said,
turf.
You couldn't overturn it.
right. No.
Right.
Well,
Okay. Well, what are we
okay.
on?
Well, my thinking is, are we not allowed to take like players' reaction? Like at first
No.
glance, bro.
You can't. You
at
can't do
first-
that. You
at
have to
first
look
glance-
at that. You have
At
to
first
look
glance,
at
it
that
seems like
review.
he's being cocky and he flips it off as we've
He
seen
is.
it before. You review it. That's not what happened.
He was
clearly
probably getting
dropped
cocky
it.
because he knew he was going to have 4 more touchdowns and he was going to
He
rip
didn't.
apart,
He-
rip
he
their hearts
didn't.
out. Probably. I mean, just
197 yards, 5 touchdowns. The longest one was 58 yards. This is not about all Michigan State as a whole team. This is a Kenneth Walker show on that.
The rest of the team fucking sucks. I would like to point that out.
I would like to say that the rushing defense of the Spartans played fairly well most of the game, but you can't let Cade McNamara throw for 383 yards. Granted, one of them was
Michigan State's secondary is dreadful.
Fine. Even if you take away the 93-yard touchdown to start the game, he still threw for 300 yards essentially.
Yeah, I know. He
I
ripped them
agree.
apart. McNamara was proving that he was a good quarterback, and
still wanted to take him out. Why are we trying to? I had no problem with it. We throw a touchdown, whatever, cool. Caught him sleeping, whatever. He scrambles and he fumbles it. It goes out of bounds. After that, he's done. He should be done.
Yeah, you're right.
He already put the ball on the ground, and we avoided disaster. And he put him in 2 more times.
So, do you still want Ohio?
Yeah, I do because because
you need things to happen now.
All you have to do is not take out McNamara and not get fucked by the refs by 14 points.
Let me put this
And
in
this game isn't
perspective
close.
right now. For Michigan to make the playoffs, they now need Ohio State and Michigan State to both lose.
Yeah, well,
Which is doable. I think that's very, very doable.
Correct.
Michigan State, for me, Ohio State didn't look great either on Saturday, so that wasn't great, but we'll just whisper about that. But the Michigan State won't beat Ohio State.
I need to bring up those stats because I
They're not
watched that
unless
entire
Kenneth
game.
Walker does exactly what he did against Michigan, they're not going to beat Ohio State.
No.
okay.
I
And
never
then
said
it
that.
comes down to Michigan versus Ohio State. It still can come back down to that game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So you're telling,
But you still need Michigan State to lose at some point,
Which I think they'll lose
which
to
would
Ohio
mean
State.
which they would lose to Ohio State.
So obviously, right now, Ohio State, Michigan State are tied for first, undefeated in conference.
Correct.
Who leads the West, by the way?
Ohio, Wisconsin,
Minnesota,
It
but-
doesn't matter.
No, I
Whoever
think
they
it's
play.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, but I think
is
they
it?
might. Yeah, it is.
pretty sure
That's
it's
why they're
Minnesota.
ahead of us in the
Yep.
rankings.
Oh, I thought you were
Yep.
being. I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, he's not.
No, I was being
Minnesota is
serious.
4-1. Minnesota only has one loss in conference.
I mean,
and
they're
the
not going
Badgers
to beat
have
the
2.
Badgers, though. By the way, but
No,
I'm just saying.
that defense is brutal. Which, by the way, let's shift gears and talk about that game because holy fuck, the defense of Wisconsin is elite. Elite with a fucking massive E.
We've been preaching that though. Like that's our team. Like
17 yards total yards in the first half, though.
All we need Graham Mertz is to be like, he's been terrible to start the year.
Mhm.
We almost just need him to be like close to average with that defense, and we might win games. And we are. All of a sudden, he throws what? What did he throw? A couple touchdowns? That was it.
He threw a
didn't have to do much.
touchdown and 104 yards.
Yeah.
Most of the
He hits
touchdowns.
100 yards and throws 1 touchdown. We might win the game because you know you're going to rush for a couple more.
He also rushed for 2. He
And
was
maybe-
the only person to get touchdowns outside of the receiver, who was Jake Ferguson for the Badgers.
By the way, the Badgers usually have a 2-headed monster in the backfield. They finally found it. It took a while, but Allen and Ches It's there. Chez ain't the best, but Allen's legit. Allen's 17
Allen
years
is
old.
fucking
He's
legit.
17 years old.
Well, and the thing is coming into the year, before they had Chez, they thought it was going to be Berger, whatever the guy's name was.
Yeah, now
and he is not even playing.
He's in the transfer portal.
He is.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah.
We do need to talk about a couple pieces of that defense, though. Jack Sanborn is still for real, but the leader and best player on this defense is Leo Chenal.
Yeah.
My God. He seemed like he was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Badgers got at least three guys that are going to be in the NFL playing a lot on that defense.
Now, I will say that, yes, the Wisconsin defense is elite, but Iowa shot themselves in the foot like at least 4 or 5 times.
Iowa just isn't good. Who is Iowa going to beat the rest of the year?
I can tell you. Hold on.
Maybe do they play Northwestern?
They play Northwestern this week. They get Minnesota the following week, Illinois and Nebraska. They'll beat Illinois and Northwestern. I think they'll lose to Minnesota and probably Nebraska.
If they lose to Minnesota, that season turns into a complete disaster after what it started.
See, the thing is I think Minnesota can drop a game and still know that the final game of the year is going to be for the title, because Wisconsin does not have that many tough matchups.
Minnesota can still lose a conference game and then beat Wisconsin and still win.
Right, exactly.
Side, so.
Who do we play left? Who do we have left?
It's not going to matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to come down to
Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's going to come down to Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but I don't really trust us against anybody either.
Rutgers, yes. Northwestern,
nope.
Northwestern's bad.
Northwestern's bad this year. They've been good in the past, but they are bad this year.
Nebraska
is not a cakewalk.
No, I think Nebraska is an easier matchup than Minnesota. Sorry, babe.
It is. Yeah, it is. Minnesota's going to be. I mean, Minnesota. That's a rivalry game too, which we usually dominate. But
all right, my turn. Right? Tell me a good offense who Wisconsin has stopped. Oh, they haven't.
That's not true at all.
They played two really good offenses and got their shit kicked.
Purdue stopped Penn State.
Purdue ain't bad.
Purdue's not good.
Hey,
stop acting like the defense gave up all of those yards and all of those points.
No, I refuse to believe it. They haven't played a good offense and stopped them.
They stopped Michigan for half of that game, and then Graham Mertz again
scored
threw
38.
Away. Yeah, but Graham Mertz threw away that game.
They scored 38.
The defense didn't lose that game. It was Graham Mertz that lost that game. Same thing with Notre Dame. Both of those are good offenses, and Graham Mertz just threw that game away. I will bring up the fucking yardage. I'm pretty sure we went over this already.
McNamara threw for almost 200 yards passing.
Okay, and that's great. He threw for 380 against Michigan State.
Graham Mertz does that every game. Almost 200 yards. Maybe not.
Okay, to watch it. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe not.
Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Yeah, pushing it.
They scored 365 total yards of offense.
Oh yeah, I wasn't agreeing with him. It wasn't very good.
I know you weren't.
Not that one.
Did Wisconsin turn it over three? Mertz didn't throw an interception that game. What are you talking about?
Hold on, I'm sorry. I have an ad in my ear, and
okay, I would still like to say the improvement on offense is.
They look good. I'm not going to deny that Wisconsin looks
noticeable. I think they've figured it out a bit.
Yeah.
On offense, they figured it out. It's still ugly to watch half the time.
Oh God, yeah, it is.
But like, it's the Wisconsin way, and they're doing it their way, and it works. It works just enough to win the West in the Big Ten every year, it seems.
Okay, real quick. I see a couple people are on YouTube right now and Facebook. If you have any questions about the upcoming week or comments about last week, or what do you think about the playoff committee, what the hell they put out there, because God, we have a lot to say on that. Or if you just want to talk about the new logo, say anything you want, leave a comment. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if we get to 10 likes on the Facebook, T-Bone will do a TikTok dance for us. So definitely like the video.
I get signed up for that one.
Oh, so all right, we got the Wisconsin out of the way. I know we're going to double back at some point, and I know we're going to talk about Michigan again at some point, but let's talk about the playoffs.
Yeah.
The rankings came out, and 1 through 4 are Georgia, Alabama, Michigan State, Oregon. Let's start there. I have a problem with that.
I don't think it does. I don't think there is.
I don't think there is. I have a big problem with this.
So tell me why, and I'll tell you why.
Why is Oregon up that high?
Right. Okay. Go.
That's not
Why?
my problem. I have a different
That's
problem.
not my problem either. They beat Ohio State.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have the best win as a resume right now in Week 10.
The way that it's set up right now,
They have a win over the
perfect sense.
fifth team, technically. So
What?
Correct. I know T-Bone's problem is probably with Cincinnati, but let's go. What you got?
I have a different problem.
No, because I think the playoff committee is giving themselves an out when the 3 Big Ten teams and the 2 SEC teams in the top 7 eat themselves. Whoever's left standing, that's going to be in. So that still opens the door for Cincinnati. That opens the door for Oregon. They're setting themselves up because of Michigan. So
I think what they're
what is it,
saying
2
with
weeks?
Oregon, if they're basically saying if Oregon wins out, they're in. No,
Yeah,
Well,
right. And that's
There's
fine.
no one hopping Oregon if they win out.
yeah, because they had that win against Ohio State. Unless Ohio State goes and loses a few games or something.
That's also true.
I mean, that win doesn't hold up. But if Ohio State were to win the Big Ten, like I've been saying week in, week out on this show, then Oregon wins out. They're definitely in because you beat Ohio State.
Let's say Michigan State wins out.
It won't happen.
I'm saying it. Say this stays the same. There's only one instance.
I don't think it stays the same at all. But
no, there's no fucking chance.
No, but it can't stay the same. But I'm saying if Michigan State and Oregon win their conference, Alabama Georgia has to play each other again.
Correct.
So the winner of that game keeps their spot. The other one's bounced out.
Correct.
No matter if you're 1 or 2.
I would like to keep saying, because I've said it before, and I know it's very unlikely, but if Alabama drops a game somewhere down this line,
not Georgia.
Before the championship game.
My issue is that with Alabama. So Alabama is the second team in the country because of what?
They're Alabama.
Because they're Alabama.
Right. But you're giving Oregon, they're in the crappy Pac-12. You're just saying they are because they have the win against Ohio State. What resume win does a one-loss Alabama have compared to even a Michigan State? Michigan State might have, but they lost to A&M. Yeah, Ole Miss. Michigan State then technically has a better resume.
I'm just answering your question.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just don't understand that they're just automatically the second team when they.
Technically, they have 3 ranked at the time wins. Miami, we know now
they're
not
terrible.
Be good.
Okay.
Mississippi, Ole Miss. Okay, that's a credible win. All right, and then Florida. That's your 3 ranked wins.
They're awful.
I wouldn't call them awful, but I definitely wouldn't call them good.
I'm done with them after that. I mean, I know Georgia's that good, but I mean, holy hell.
So. Let me look at the standings for that. I don't think there's a very plausible...
I get they play in the SEC, but it's the favorable of the SEC shit. Now they're going to play LSU this week. They're 28.5-point favorites. What the hell? That's such a great win if they win this week. I just don't get it. Michigan State beat Michigan, who's ranked they're 7th right now in that.
Okay, so I just want to put this on the
table.
They're
undefeated too.
I want to put this on the table. So you remember how I had that Texas A&M take I think last week or the week prior?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's looking real shit right now. If Mississippi State if Mississippi State can win out, Texas A&M no longer has control of their season because Mississippi State has a win over Texas A&M,
which I don't think will happen. But Texas A&M has the helpful thing that the fact that the committee is so in love with Alabama. They're the second team in the country right now. A&M has that win. So if it came down to it, A&M wins out, they literally are in because you have that fighting thing. Oh, we beat Alabama.
No.
Plus Texas A&M coming down the turnpike is multiple ranked teams. This weekend they get Auburn, and then I think the weekend following they get Ole Miss.
Yeah, they do.
So that's 2 top 20 wins on your resume then, plus the number 2 team in the country.
They beat.
Which, unfortunately, if Texas A&M wins out, they do not get to compete in. They still might not be able to compete in the SEC championship game because Mississippi State has it over them. Alabama, if they have to lose again, and Auburn, they beat them on the way to an undefeated rest of their season.
Yeah,
It's
It
tough.
just bothers me. It just bothers me that Alabama. It's just like, oh, Alabama, they lost a game at A&M, but to a backup quarterback. But you know what? Screw it. They're the second best team.
All right.
What?
So is
It's
anybody outside of
What?
Georgia a lock for this playoff spot?
Cincy has a better win than Alabama,
True.
I would agree with that.
and they're
No,
six.
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
They
It's
do.
against
Notre Dame.
I just said I was agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know, but you were
It's
like,
just
but you
ridiculous.
like passively agreed.
I did passively agree. But anybody in this top four, is anybody unbeatable outside of Georgia?
No.
Is Ohio State?
No. What? They're not even
No,
in the top four.
No, I understand that. I was going down the line. I started going outside the top
They
four.
struggled. Like I thought that I didn't think it would be like that. I wasn't impressed with CJ Stroud either.
They're not good. He's not a good quarterback. I've been saying that. Olave overrated as well.
Then who's your Heisman favorite at this point?
It's Walker. It's not even close.
Yeah, it's not close.
Ooh.
There's like a massive gap right now. I feel like between
Corral
After-
still at
after-
number 2?
Correct.
Probably.
Yeah, him and Bryce Young probably.
Yeah.
Him and
Well,
Bryce Young are close, but like Kenneth Walker's running away with it.
He kind of literally ran away from it with this last performance.
But he could still lose it.
Okay, to answer the question, is a top 4 correct though?
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is.
I had Cincinnati 4. That's the
That's the only thing.
understand it.
That's the only thing I can see an argument for.
Yeah, like again.
So
I just don't like the Alabama second thing.
I love Oklahoma at 8. I love that.
That's hilarious. That's a whole nother topic.
That I love. I love that.
I have a stat that I read, and never in the top 4 has there been multiple teams, both in the top 4 with losses to unranked teams. And that is Alabama, who lost to Texas A&M, and Oregon, who lost to Stanford. Now, that's my one quarrel with I understand why Alabama's sitting there, because their name on their jerseys is Alabama.
That's not how it should work.
I understand that, but that's the world we live in. If
Frustrating.
Clemson was sitting in the same spot with one loss, and their one
They wouldn't
loss
be
was
there.
to Georgia, you know where they'd
No.
be sitting?
Not 2.
3.
Yeah,
No.
probably 3.
They'd be probably 3
So are we?
because it's Clemson.
But that's the thing. Bama doesn't even have the one loss against a Georgia. It's against A&M. They're,
but they're
14
right now.
I know it's not that.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not as bad now as it was at the time.
Like
So are we? Before this, Ohio State was ranked above Michigan and Michigan State. So are we to believe that if the roles reversed, Michigan would have been 3, and they just would have flip-flopped Michigan State?
Probably has to be, yeah.
That's what we're supposed to believe by this?
That's what we're supposed to
It would either
believe,
be 3 or 4, yeah.
No, Michigan would probably, Michigan I would say would be 3 if they would have won that game.
They just would have been flip-flopped. 3 and 7 would have been
again,
So-
you can have Alabama in it, but I don't think they're second.
Okay, so
Why
let's go
is it
down the
Big
rest of
Ten
the top
leader
10.
right now there?
Let's go down the rest of the top 10. At 5 is Ohio State, because we talked a lot about the top 4. We have talked about Ohio State. 6 is Cincinnati. 7 is Michigan. Oklahoma's at 8, undefeated. So is Wake Forest at 9.
So they
and
don't
then Notre
give
Dame at 7 and 1.
So they don't
number
give
10.
a shit about the ACC or the Big 12.
No,
the
zero.
Big 12, I would like to say about Oklahoma, this is what I've been talking about with Cincinnati's been struggling to do. They struggled for a bit again against Tulane. Style points matter.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
they do.
Oklahoma's in the Big 12, and they've won
No,
multiple
if
games.
style points mattered, Cincinnati wouldn't be
undefeated.
6.
No, because
They
they
struggled
The
struggled
reason
against
against
Cincinnati's at
Lady
6
and
is
Tulane.
because
Both
they started.
one-win
They did,
teams.
yeah, but they also started relatively high. I think they started in the top 15. At the
And
beginning of
they
the
have
season.
that one win now against Indiana that was supposed to be helpful, and Indiana is complete trash. So like,
Yeah,
it's
so
like pointless.
What's holding them up is a win against a current top 10 team in Notre
Right.
Dame.
Right.
And that is good enough to
But
hold
you're-
them there
yeah, but you're
because
gonna
they're a
tell
group
me-
of 5.
You're going to tell me style points matter, and they were like tied at halftime with a 1-5 or 2-6 something Tulane team.
Yeah, that's why they're 6th.
That is exactly why they're 6.
That's in my opinion.
No, because you can't take into account what the rankings were before.
Hold on.
Because
Now,
Yeah,
I know we talk about Cincinnati a lot on this podcast. Can we talk about Oklahoma at 8?
if we really want to give a shit about that, Go look at the AP. What the AP top 25 is. Cincinnati's 2.
And Oklahoma's 4.
Right. So like, the previous things don't matter.
But how about let me ask the question. Who has a better shot now of
Cincinnati
making it to the playoff, Oklahoma or Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
But why do you say that?
Because they have the win over Notre Dame.
Yeah, but look at Oklahoma.
See, but Cincinnati won't have a credible win coming up on their schedule now.
Oklahoma
because SMU lost. SMU lost.
Yes, which hurts a lot. Oklahoma has Oklahoma State at the end of the year, and they have Baylor, which are 2 top 15 teams.
And I don't think they're getting out of it. Like, so.
Well, no,
we're not talking about if. We're talking about right now. What's left?
That probably the way the rankings are now. If
right
you have
now,
Cincy out of it. If you have Cincy out of it at 6, I feel like Oklahoma has a better chance of jumping Cincy if they win.
I don't, because Oklahoma has the tougher schedule.
So for Cincinnati to get in,
if both teams win out, Oklahoma and Cincy, who will finish higher, Oklahoma or Cincy?
Cincy, because there's no way they can have them jump each other now. There's
okay,
no way.
So wait. Here.
Because they would have multiple top 15 wins compared. They would only have 1.
Let me tell you how Cincinnati gets in.
Undefeated.
Alabama loses before the SEC championship.
No.
Ohio State loses before the Big Ten championship.
If Bama loses a game before the SEC championship, they'll just be 4th.
They're done.
They're done. They're not putting a 2-loss team there right now. There's too many good 1-loss teams.
Yeah, they better be done. But I'm saying, we're Alabama. They might as well put them at 4. Fucking stupid.
Part of me really hopes that Ohio State. Here's the problem that now I have to face. I have to hope Michigan State beats Ohio State.
Yes, you do.
And then Michigan to beat Ohio State.
Well, no, actually, if Ohio State wins,
no, you need Ohio State to beat Michigan.
Michigan State, no.
I think so.
No. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You need Ohio State to beat Michigan State.
Right.
You need Michigan to beat Ohio State.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, you said
that's
it.
exactly
you said
what they need to happen.
I thought
That's
you
what
said.
I said. That's what I just said.
Yeah, no. If Michigan, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple for the Big Ten. Like Michigan has to just win out.
If they win, no, they have to win out and hope Ohio State beats Michigan State. Because because Ohio State already has that loss sitting there.
Or Michigan State gets a loss on their schedule, which
because isn't it tiebreak? You go to conference and then overall. Yes.
Yes, it's conference first. Yeah.
Right. And so since Ohio State already has a loss, Ohio State beats Michigan State. Now they all have 1 loss in the conference. Michigan beats Ohio State. They would be tied, or no? If Ohio State beats Michigan State, Ohio State has 0 losses in conference.
Correct.
If Michigan beats them, Michigan holds the tiebreaker head-to-head and holds the better overall record. Michigan needs Michigan State to lose to Ohio State. Because if Michigan beats Ohio State...
I have a hot take later when we do best bets about something about this, but...
Excited about that.
Just hold that off for a little bit.
All right. I'm putting the same question on the board. Can anybody outside the top 10 make the playoff? I'm going with no now. Ludicrous shit would have to happen for that to work.
Out of the top 10, no.
Yeah,
probably I think now instead of Texas A&M, I think Auburn has the best chance because Auburn would have to take.
They do
because they have to still go through. They have to go through Texas A&M this week. They still play. They play Alabama. That is going to be like that's the game of the week.
Second loss for Bama. The freaking Iron Bowl when they play. Yes.
Yeah.
That would open the door wide.
There you go. There it is.
I don't think it opens up. I think it just makes it clear that SEC won't have 2 teams.
If Bama loses another game, that's how I think
it makes it a lot clearer.
Gets through the door a bit there. That's got to be it.
It makes it clear.
Or in Oklahoma, but I don't. Yeah,
Alabama being overhyped right now is the problem. If they suffer the other loss,
look at something. Hold on.
Like the next 2-loss team is Auburn.
What about? Okay, well, not top 10 because they're 9th. But we
need to talk about something. Wait a second. Hold on here.
Okay.
Keith is gonna love this. After last week, Wisconsin is now the #1 defense in the country for yards allowed. 214 per game. Georgia is 11 yards behind them at 225.
Damn right. Move over, Georgia. Bring them on.
Georgia still has the best defense for points allowed, though.
Oh, right.
Wisconsin is 2, 4, 6, 9th for points allowed.
Yep. Michigan dropped 365 yards on an elite defense. Yep. against
Still the best defense
anemic
in the country.
offenses.
Hey,
Against
great
anemic
defense in the
offenses.
Great defense. Maybe they do have a great offense. Michigan. Maybe they have a great offense. Their just defense sucks so much they just got ran all over. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they lost by 4. Keith, relax.
Well, no, hey,
Wisconsin lost by 21. Relax.
It was a lot of rushing yards.
Wisconsin also won by 20 this week to the 9th ranked team in the country at the time.
Good win.
Good
They
win.
were in a bomb ready.
Wait. I'm not letting this get past without bringing up Wake Forest.
Yeah,
They're still there.
Yeah, I've been trying.
They're
to get to Wake
still
Forest.
alive. Again, Pitt lost to Miami, so that didn't help them at all. Like the ACC is so bad.
It is.
It's horrible.
They still get NC State.
I'm gonna say they don't have a chance.
They still get NC State. That's another ranked win if they win it.
Yeah, but
and NC State took down, like, they still play Clemson, which I know Clemson isn't like the powerhouse this year.
Like, that's a team that would need chaos because they would need like an Oklahoma to drop a game, or probably just a game. They would probably they're not getting a win over Cincy, so they would need.
So
Cincy
for I think
Wake
Wake Forest needs to dominate North Carolina this weekend. I think they need to win against NC State by at least a touchdown or maybe even 2. Clemson, they have to stomp. And Boston College, they need to win by 4 touchdowns.
Eye test doesn't matter.
I think it does. Why is Oklahoma?
Stop. It doesn't matter.
You're going to say eye test doesn't matter.
Because
why is
name
Oklahoma
recognition.
Exactly.
Oklahoma recognition is not the eye test.
But then why is Oklahoma 8th?
I'd love to hear what your curriculum is.
Because no one thinks that team is good.
What's your curriculum?
Because of the eye test. Isn't that the eye test? You just did that.
No.
I don't think they're good because I watch a play.
They're not good, though.
You also use the eye test for Wisconsin against Michigan every fucking week.
What do you mean? They beat the shit out of them. That's not an eye test. That's a statistical fact. They beat the shit out of them.
No, Graham Mertz handed through the game. Here you go. Here, Michigan.
Graham Mertz literally turned the ball over 0 times that game.
All right. We don't have to go through this again. We've circled it back to it.
We're going to circle back, and we'll do it at least 2 more times.
We're going to do it at least twice more.
Yeah, I know.
2 more times.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to do this little exercise real quick, real fast. So if the playoffs did start today, Georgia would face Oregon. Who wins?
Georgia by like 50.
Yeah,
okay.
Anthony Brown would get slaughtered.
Yeah, It'd be kind of funny.
Alabama would face Michigan State.
Too,
Michigan State.
Alabama against Michigan State.
That would be a good game. I would
Michigan State.
Alabama.
Michigan State.
They have just such a. They have like.
I think Alabama
was a better quarterback than.
Bryce Young has more. In
Saturday,
opinion, more
Bryce Young is
offense.
so much better. I think than.
Well, okay. Now I get to ask you each a question. Keith, Alabama, Georgia. Because it would be a rematch of whatever the SEC championship.
I mean, T-Bone. Proven otherwise right now. It's all Georgia.
Georgia by a mile because Kenneth Walker is not rushing for more than 50 yards in that game. And that is their entire. If it would be Michigan State versus Georgia.
Well, you can't say that. The guy's the fucking Heisman leader right now. You can't say that the team's just going to shut him down to 50 yards. The guy's a dynamic fucking player.
Georgia's team might be that good, though.
Team might be that. Georgia's defense, we're talking about legendary.
They're very good. But Walker is that good, too.
What the fuck did I just read? I think it was like they're only allowing 6.5 points to opposing teams. Georgia.
Okay, well,
that is
Walker would have
ridiculous.
At least 100. At least 100.
All right, whatever you say. Moving down the playoff rankings, I'm just gonna rattle off the rest of it. 11, Oklahoma State, Baylor 12, Auburn 13, A&M 14, BYU 15. I don't know how that's happening. Ole Miss 16, Mississippi State 17, Kentucky 18, NC State 19, Minnesota 20, Wisconsin 21, Iowa somehow still in top 25 at 22, Fresno State 23, San Diego State 24, Pitt 25. Do we have any problems with whoever the fuck is sitting in this top 25?
No, because it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't like that Minnesota sitting there. I don't like it.
I think they basically just did. Aren't they 20?
Yes, they're 20.
Okay, so yeah, they just took the Big Ten West and went, okay, well, Minnesota's in first right now, Wisconsin's in second, and Iowa's in third. That's what they did.
100%.
Which is, that doesn't bother me.
11 through 14, I have no problem with. BYU. BYU, I'm not sure about.
BYU plays a tough schedule, to be honest. They have, at least.
They faced two
I don't
ranked
think
teams.
they beat anyone good though.
They have defeated two ranked teams, and both of their
there
losses
you go.
at the time were to unranked teams in Boise State and Baylor, who now is ranked. They have Idaho State, Georgia Southern, and then they finish off at USC. They're going to finish unranked because they will beat those two teams, but USC is probably going to beat the shit out of them. And
maybe they'll just.
Why do you think that USC isn't good?
USC's not good.
What part of USC lost their head coach in the middle of the season? What makes
USC's been a kind of a shit show.
Yeah, but I still think they would beat BYU.
But based on what?
I think BYU has a legit running back. They do. Alliger or whatever his name is, he would run all over.
They lost to Stanford. They lost to Oregon State. They lost to Utah. Like
Oregon lost to Stanford.
I know. I'm just saying. Like they're 500. What makes you think they're going to beat the shit out of a BYU team?
Oh.
Name recognition, the eye test.
It's my fucking job to piss you guys off. That is my job.
If Kyle was on the committee, if USC had one loss, he would be like, "Okay, they're over to Oregon."
Right.
just like Bama right now.
Mm-hmm. Because it's USC.
Yeah.
I'll just wait until they get a head coach.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm okay with everybody else. Mississippi State's ranked pretty high for 3 losses.
I don't think that's good. I hate that.
I don't like that at all now that I'm
like
really thinking about it. They have 3 losses. And their marquee win is against...
Doesn't matter.
It's just because they have ranked wins. They have like smaller ranked wins.
They have two ranked wins against A&M, who was at 15 at the time, and Kentucky, who was 12th at the time.
Kentucky winning last week was a good one. I'll give them that.
It won't matter. They got to face Auburn, and I think Auburn's better than them.
Oh, yeah.
Good offense, bad, not great defense.
Auburn's making a run.
We covered a lot of this stuff, and I just never put them up. We answered, will the Big Ten cannibalize themselves? We kind of think they will, but you'll still get a Big Ten representative. All right.
Maybe 2.
I added this last second. We're going to go with who are the best teams in each conference. It's just
name a conference.
Big Ten.
Well, wait, hold on.
Ohio State. Ohio State still.
Man says name a conference, and I name a conference.
All right, we're going to go like in order of the big conferences.
Okay, ACC.
Wake Forest.
I would agree. Okay.
It's not even close.
I didn't ask you. You asked me a question. I don't need you to agree.
But Pitt could be still the best. Like Kenny Pickett could probably put up some numbers on Wake Forest defense. So that could still be Pitt. I just wish they didn't lose. I really did. Pitt could win actually.
But they won't.
I think that's how the ACC will probably end. It'll probably be Pitt in the championship, like beating.
What's their overall?
Beating Wake, and that'll be
how this is fucking set
up.
The
end of the Wake thing.
Pitt 6-2.
Okay, so 6-2 Pitt. I think Pitt can definitely beat Wake Forest. I still think NC State has a chance to be the best team in the ACC, though. They have looked very impressive outside of their loss to.
They would need Wake to lose twice.
Pitt. What about Miami? Because Miami beat Pitt and NC State.
Miami is 4-4. No.
Yeah, but their losses.
The ACC's that wild. I'm just saying.
Hey, who are their losses to?
Doesn't matter. Next
I know they lost to Bama. Michigan State, Virginia, and UNC.
Next conference.
The first 2 are pretty good losses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
the second 2,
and they had a quarterback that was
okay. We're not doing this.
All right,
Big 12.
Hey, Miami's in the running.
Not Oklahoma.
Baylor.
I don't care what anybody's answer is. My answer is not Oklahoma.
I like the Baylor thing.
I do like the Baylor thing as well. I think
the Baylor thing.
Iowa State is sneaky good, but they have too many losses that leave a bad taste in my mouth.
They lost to Iowa.
They lost to Iowa, which we are
done.
Yeah.
Like Iowa State should be so much better. It's ridiculous.
Right.
They had all the hype this year. I thought they were going to win a Big 12. I thought they were going to make a playoff run. They're terrible.
Yep. All right. Big 10.
Ohio State.
Michigan.
Ohio State. That's a homer right there.
Nope. Because if you're going to tell me they would have been 3 in the country if they don't get fucked by the refs.
I mean, I just threw Miami out there in the ACC, so I guess he can say that.
That's fine. Who's the second best team in the Big Ten then?
Michigan State.
Yeah.
He really is just. He really doesn't like Ohio State.
You think that's a joke? Like, Just wait until
you're
we have
right.
our.
It is gonna happen. Like it's gonna prove itself. You're right.
It's gonna. That's the thing. Like I'm not saying shit that can't not happen. Like it's gonna happen, and I can't wait.
This one should be pretty
I
easy.
will
He's
say.
gonna say it in the playoffs. He's gonna wait. Just wait.
I will say I didn't watch a single down of football after Michigan lost on Saturday.
Yeah, T-Bone, you're gonna have to do at least like half-ass research tomorrow.
Yeah,
for
I didn't watch
NFL
a
show.
single NFL game outside of Thursday Night Football. I didn't watch any college football after Michigan lost. Not a fucking thing. I was so pissed off. I watched the entire Matrix trilogy. Great, by the way.
I just saw
Holds up.
Shang-Chi. I just saw
Holds up.
Shang-Chi last night. Oh, that was fucking great. And I saw the trailer for the new Matrix movie. I'm ready. My body is ready for it.
I'm sorry. Shang-Chi's dog shit.
What?
It
Fuck
was
off.
It was not good.
Fuck off. God, we get in. You and I get in more fights when we don't talk about
It was
sports.
so
I
bad.
swear to fucking God.
Shang-Chi
was
fell
great.
asleep. I literally fell asleep.
Well, maybe you should sleep more
I'll let you
outside
know
of the
how the
movie
Eternals
theater.
are tomorrow. I'm going to see the Eternals tomorrow night.
That is star-studded as all fuck.
I know.
Pac-12.
Oregon.
Okay, who's number 2? Because I knew that was going to be an easy question.
Oregon.
Okay, who's number 2 then? Because that was way too easy.
Oregon
of a question.
State.
That's not the word. Hey, they play. Don't they play in the Civil War
They do.
What?
at the end of the year? That's called the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They do. They generally do. I don't know if they do this year, but they generally do.
They
That's the same
do. I know they do. That
Mhm.
might be their law. I think they're going to lose another game. They play Utah.
Did they play UCLA?
They play
already?
Utah.
Oh, they played UCLA already.
Utah.
They play Washington State,
Yeah.
Utah, and Oregon State to finish.
All right, it's at Utah. That's it. That's where they lose. Utah, second best team.
And by the end of the year, Utah's the number 1.
All right, next.
The Pac-12. SEC. Very easy question, boys.
Georgia.
Number
Not
2. Who's number 2 in the SEC?
Damn.
A&M? Hell yeah, I'll get on that train.
I will
Fuck
too.
yeah.
I don't like Bama either, but like I
Guys.
think Bama.
Guys, the SEC West has the 2nd, 13, 17, 16, 14. Oh my God. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
That's
4,
probably
5, 6,
why
7.
they
5
give-
of their 7 teams.
Which is
are
probably
ranked on the
why-
West alone.
Which is why they usually give the SEC the nod because that's like every
So
year.
annoying, dude.
And
It is annoying.
Arkansas was ranked pretty fucking high at some point in this year, and we found out they're dog shit.
What
But
happened
didn't they
to
get
them?
into the top 10 at some point?
Didn't they? Did they die? What happened to them?
I thought they got their ass kicked by Matt Corral.
They realized that they're Arkansas.
No, they
again?
lost by 1. That was the game. That was the game the fat coach decided to be fat and dumb. And
Okay. All right.
They
What about
lost
the Sun
3 in a
Belt
row.
Conference?
They lost 3 in a row. They lost to Georgia, Mississippi State, and Auburn. all
the
in a row.
Sun Belt. The Sun Belt. I got some Sun Belt for you. Let's do
Ooh.
App State because Lafayette.
I still like Coastal Carolina.
Does Lafayette
but
have 2 losses?
Lafayette.
does have
Who the fuck is Lafayette?
Louisiana.
the Raging Cajun.
ULM.
baby.
Thank you. That's not Lafayette.
Well, it's Louisiana Lafayette, but
I
they
know.
have what? Do they have one
ULM.
loss?
One loss.
It's at Texas. They're the best.
Yeah, it was at Texas.
Coastal
I'm
Carolina.
still saying
App
Coastal
State.
Carolina.
They play each other. Louisiana Lafayette.
Coastal
and-
Carolina has the best quarterback in
Oh,
that.
How about the
conference.
MAC?
Coastal Carolina has the best
The
quarterback.
MAC.
in that.
Well, have you been watching
That's
the
NIU.
action the last few days?
NIU. It's not Toledo. I promise you that
NIU
one.
currently. NIU is score update live on the show. NIU is currently beating Kent State.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, there's
Kent-
fucking football on
Oh,
right
well,
now.
that's the 2 leaders of the conferences. So
But
it's NIU.
Forgot
It's
that.
not even close.
I don't think.
I
it
don't
is.
think it's that. But
NIU's undefeated and overall 6-2. Kent State's 3-1 and 4-4.
Kent State's going to win tonight.
Oh, they're
Kent
shut
Kent
the fuck
State
up.
should win
They're
tonight.
going to win tonight.
Who did NIU lose to? Michigan and
Didn't
In
they
their
beat,
defense,
by the way,
Kent
didn't
State-
they beat like Georgia Tech?
they did.
They did.
In their defense, if you look at Kent State's losses, it's to A&M, Iowa, Maryland. That's a lot of big. They have 3 Big Ten
Yeah.
teams on
I
their
know.
fucking schedule this year.
All right, screw it.
Because Big Ten teams won't play NIU. Except
I
Michigan,
wa-
we beat the shit
I
out of them.
watched
I
it
was gonna
last
say, didn't
night.
Michigan beat the fuck out of them?
I watched it and bet on it last night. So my top team in the MAC is Eastern Michigan.
Shut the fuck. That place is so dog shit.
It really is.
They are
literally
eligible.
I live
They are
5
both
minutes away from
eligible.
that. I live 5 minutes away from that campus. It is a piece of shit. There's a place called Campus Corner right outside of their fucking field. Worst place.
Mhm.
It's the worst.
Well, we're gonna have to
Driveway on an angle. Can't deliver anything.
I hope
there.
we
It's
do a
dog
bowl
shit.
special because Eastern Michigan's going.
Oh, we are.
6
Oh,
wins.
we're definitely
And I'm
fucking
gonna
doing a bowl
carry the
special.
flag of Eastern
The
Michigan.
only
to
good thing
wherever
about
the hell
them is
it's
their
going.
field looks cool, but it's black, so it's even hotter in the beginning
All
of
right.
the season.
Hey, all right. We got one more
They played
conference
the
I want to put
Badgers
out there.
too.
Mountain West.
AAC. Oh, okay.
Mountain West.
Mountain West.
I got Fresno.
Yeah, I love Fresno. I've loved them for. I wish they didn't lose at Hawaii because they'd be legit.
Aztecs, bro.
I
Santiago.
like that argument too. I do like
The
that argument. Too.
whale's vagina.
They just beat them. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. Oh, Fresno just beat them. Doesn't matter.
Big Ten. I said Michigan. Doesn't matter if Michigan
True,
State
he
just
did.
beat them.
You
You
said
did.
the AAC. I feel like the AAC should not be a
It's Cincinnati,
contest.
motherfuckers.
It's Cincinnati.
Yeah.
5 miles. Even though they're that's because Houston.
No, it's not close. Yeah.
No, it's not
had
close.
a fighting shot, but that's dead.
All right. Again, I'm saying this again. I know I've said this twice now. This is the third time. If we get 10 likes on this video, we're currently at 3. I can see it in the
Stop!
corner.
I'm
If
not
we get
liking the fucking video.
Then don't like it. Fuck off.
I
If
won't.
we
I'll
get
do
10
it.
likes
I'll
on
do it.
this video,
I got it.
T-Bone will do a TikTok dance. Maybe it won't be the stay dance, but we'll get
I'll
him to
do
do
a
a TikTok
dance.
dance.
I'll do a T-bone.
The
dance.
fuck was that? They used to scratch your balls?
My back scratcher, bro.
It's your,
It's so great.
let's move on to this upcoming week. Shall we start with locks or upsets this week?
Oh, well. Hold on.
I'm gonna go my first pick. I'm gonna start it out with the military game because me and T-Bone respect the military. I don't know about
Kyle, please just up right now.
Yeah, just turn the camera off, maybe. Army, it's on CBS.
Keith went and liked the video. Hell yeah!
I fucking hate.
It's a CBS nationally televised game because we care about our military.
We love the troops.
Yep, and they're playing against each other this week, and I believe Air Force is favored by a couple points, and I don't know why because Army's not bad at all. I like Army actually, and I'm picking Army this week to win that football game against Air Force.
You know what? Here's the thing: I don't like to pick sides when it comes to the military members, so I'm not gonna pick that game. But my lock. Oh, wow. I actually don't like saying this now that I have to say it.
Oh.
I like Liberty to beat Ole Miss.
Whew. That's
Battle of the quarterbacks right there.
That's
Battle of the QBs.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's a great game for NFL draft people.
I know. That's why
great.
I think lights are on. We're going to find out who's the better quarterback. I personally think it's Corral, but I think Liberty pulls off.
Yeah, I think. Well, the problem with that game is I feel like Malik Willis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we can't judge him yet because he doesn't have weapons. Like, what does he have? Just doesn't have.
I don't know. I don't know. He's got spunk.
He doesn't have much to work around, so I feel like he can't. But I think Mississippi. Well, you like Liberty.
Almost got me on
I like Ole Miss. Hey, I love Ole Miss. I love Matt Corral. I've been Matt Corral Heisman until Walker decided to run away. But I got Liberty.
My question is, where's our boy Joey? It was Joey, right? Our YouTube guy.
I don't know. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get his name wrong. I think his name's not Joey.
I just don't want our trolls to come back because that was something. Holy shit! My lock of the week, one of my locks of the week is the Wisconsin Badgers taking the points, 13 against Rutgers.
Oh my god! Shut up.
I mean, that was obvious. That was an obvious.
See, I will not trust us to beat a team by a lot, but we did do it last week, and I bet the Badgers twice in a row. I just don't know if I can do the double-digit number.
I like Auburn plus 4.5 on the road against A&M.
Solid. That's solid. I like that.
And I'm going to throw it in there because I did last time. I like Baylor to cover 9.5.
Oh, and another one.
I'm hard this week.
I don't even know what it is. I don't care what the number is. I think it's like 3 touchdowns.
What is it?
Pittsburgh's playing Duke.
Bro, shut the
Duke just got their shit pushed in.
Yeah, Duke is getting absolutely.
Don't worry about Duke. It's basketball season there. You can't bet against them. It's basketball season now.
I did it last week. Wake Forest. It
wasn't basketball season last week. It is now. We play our first game in less than a week.
Are we doing college basketball, T-Bone?
I'm in college basketball. I love college basketball.
I love it too.
Much.
All right, we gotta do an episode soon then.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
so
we're gonna have to start making this one longer.
Yeah, maybe we'll make this an hour and a half, and we'll do crossover.
Because honestly, eventually, some of these games that we talk about aren't gonna matter. We're only gonna have to focus on like the top 10.
100%.
Which is kind of fucked, but
college basketball is so entertaining to watch.
Oh, I'm so excited!
I can't
and we're doing another bracket breakdown this year.
I can't
110%.
Fucking national championship.
Okay, all right, calm fuck down.
Yeah,
who's your best player?
I don't like Paolo.
Duke.
We have like 7. Doesn't matter. They're all going top 5.
I asked you a fucking question. Can you answer it?
Wait, does he not know?
No, because I didn't.
Oh dear God! Oh dear God!
No, I didn't get to watch their exhibition game against Winston-Salem where they beat the team by like 90.
They do have like one of the best player probably in the country.
The wing.
Paolo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best player.
Well,
but
where's Chet? Where did Chet go?
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga? Oh, God. How do they always have a really good center, I feel?
They are a powerhouse recruiting now.
Oh, my God.
But here's the thing. I don't know what
Timmy and Chet are on the same team.
Who?
Did Bates come out this year, or is that next year?
Who?
Bates, Amani?
Oh, he's
no,
he
went
to Memphis.
I think it's a senior.
No.
He's at Memphis?
He reclassified.
I didn't catch that. Wow.
He's at Memphis.
Amani's going to be a scary fucking player.
Yeah, he's at
That is a terrifying fucking player.
With Penny.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, now that you're saying
they're going to try to score 100 points a night, by the way.
All right.
I mean,
we got to keep moving around football here.
Football. Upsets. Who you got on upset alert this week?
I just put Ole Miss on upset alert.
Oh, here we go. Liberty. This was from earlier. I got you one. All right. Michigan State, big win, right? Letdown spot this week. Letdown spot this week with Purdue. I'm just saying, letdown spot with Purdue. Purdue is
okay. Let me put this in perspective.
Purdue only beats the top 5 teams.
When was the last time? When was the last time a top 4 team in the country was only favored by 3 to an unranked fucking team?
The line's trying to tell you something.
The line is telling you something. I got Purdue. I got Michigan State on upset alert this week.
Purdue.
I also have Oklahoma State on upset alert this week.
Who do they play?
West Virginia.
I got Georgia on upset alert. Fuck it.
You have Georgia on upset alert.
I would love to put them on.
It's gonna hit one of these times.
Who do they play?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the
Missouri. Oh no, that game by the way.
Missouri.
That game by the way. Missouri is like bottom
Nebraska.
5. Missouri's like bottom 5 in the
know.
country. ATS.
All right, when we do these upsets, we need to stop putting our teams in it.
All right, I got Ohio State losing to Nebraska.
Nope, it's shocker there.
Hey, they're in Lincoln. It's hard to play in Lincoln.
This is one of those.
It is hard to play in Lincoln.
If you look at the schedule, it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
And then chaos always happens when it looks like.
Oh, that is the best time.
Yeah, but Auburn, Texas A&M is a really good fucking game.
That is the best game on the slate.
And it's the midday 2:30.
I'm looking the slate.
Oh, bro, I can't wait to watch the 10 a.m. Central San Diego versus Hawaii game.
Ooh.
Can't wait for that one. Game starts at 10 p.m.
I got Tech upsetting Miami. Georgia Tech. I still don't think Miami's good. Even though they're rounding the corner, I still don't think they're good. I got Tech winning. Miami's favored by 10.
That's fair. Georgia Tech, I think, is 21. They're just dead.
I'm going to throw some games at you guys.
But Miami loses to bad teams. Sometimes they're just weird.
Since we don't have our good YouTube friend, I'm going to throw some games at you here.
Do it.
Random games. How does that sound? UL Monroe against Texas State. Lines 3.5, Texas State.
Give me Monroe.
I'm going to take Texas State on merit because I said Monroe is bottom 5 in the country, and all they do is cover numbers this year. So I'm going to stick with my guns.
So they're going to cover numbers.
SMU travels to Memphis. They're 4.5 point favorites.
Who? Say it again.
SMU travels to Memphis.
SMU.
SMU is favorited by 4.5.
SMU.
I
And Memphis can't play any defense.
With points?
Yeah, SMU. Actually, I might even bet that now. SMU's they bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
They're better than that.
I'm gonna wait for that one because that's the game of the week. Oh God, there are some ugly games this week.
Yeah, there is.
Fuck. Here's one: Mississippi State, Arkansas, with Arkansas favorited by 5.
Ooh.
It's kind of surprising.
That is surprising to me.
You know what? See, that's one of those lines that you're shocked, and it's not that big of a number, and it's just saying like, yeah, Arkansas is going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Kind of like when Wisconsin was favored against Michigan.
Right.
I would love Mississippi State losing this week because that would just open the door for Texas A&M that much more.
Good boy.
I kind of want them to win, but like, yeah, I would actually take Arkansas.
Florida South. Oh, that's not a good one. I was going to say Florida, South Carolina, but Florida's favored by 18. Never mind.
Worst team.
Here's one: Clemson, Louisville, in Louisville, with Clemson favored by 4.
Louisville. Clemson's dog shit.
Just because I can't bet Clemson.
This year you can't bet Clemson.
Did you see what happened? How Clemson covered last week, though?
Ridiculous.
You probably didn't because the Michigan thing. Yeah, they were doing laterals at the end.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Florida State the spread was 9.5. I had Florida State. Florida State was down 3, and they were doing laterals at the end of the game, and it got picked up and ran back for a touchdown the other way.
Jesus Christ, I did see that.
And Clemson got their first cover of the season.
So you tell me that you should still bet against Clemson?
I would continue it because they didn't deserve it.
Sounds about right.
At all.
Like Michigan State.
Yeah, Louisville. They can't. I don't know. Louisville sucks too, but they can't score. Their offense is putrid to watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I got 2 more for you. Texas taking on Iowa State in Iowa State, 6.5 points.
Iowa State's favorite 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God,
I picked Iowa State to win it, but I have Texas.
I want nothing to do with that game. Iowa State, they win one, lose one, so maybe Iowa State. I don't know. They're the weirdest team ever.
And then
Texas is weird too, though.
Yeah, they really are. They're a first half team. I was telling T-Bone about this on Saturday. They are one of the best first half teams and one of the worst second half teams.
After they blew that game against Oklahoma, their season basically died.
100%.
That was the end of it. They've been horrible.
Game of the week: Auburn, number 13 Auburn taking on number 14 Texas A&M. Texas A&M is favorited by 4.5.
Auburn.
What's the total?
49.
Oh, really?
Under.
I like how you're not picking the team though.
Nope, I don't want anything to do with it. Under.
I'm taking A&M. I'm flying with A&M.
Cop out. Keith is such a little cop out.
I'm flying with
You
A&M.
don't give a fuck.
That's my second team this year.
I
got Wisconsin and A&M this year. That's what I'm going with. Isaiah Spiller is going to snap again this week. He's having a good year. Not a phenomenal year, but he's having a good year.
I think Auburn's defense, though, is like the best.
All right, before we get out of here, Heisman picks. Kenneth Walker.
It's easy, yeah. Walker.
Yeah,
okay. Well, then better question. Who's going to New York?
Walker is for sure going, even if he doesn't win it at this point.
Bryce Young.
No. Ooh.
Bryce Young, I'm going to say, is going.
Matt
Walker,
Corral is going. How many go? 4? 3?
4.
4. Oh, the fourth one's tough.
I'm going to say Walker.
So we're agreeing on the
Corral.
3, right?
I'm in with the 3.
Walker, Corral, and Young, I guess. Malik Willis after he throws for 6 touchdowns this week.
You know, if USC was relevant, London Drake is one hell of a receiver.
He is. I still like
Desmond. They're not relevant, so no. But I don't know. The fourth guy is tough. I mean, I've been.
I have 2 names. I have 2 names.
You're not going to say I swear to God, if you say Georgia, I
punch you in the face. The running back from Ohio State, the freshman Henderson.
Okay, I know what T-Bone's answer is. Desmond Ridder, and I got 2 people for 4. Desmond Ridder and Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
Oh yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what those 2. I liked the Coastal Carolina quarterback for the longest time.
Oh God,
was it McCall?
Yeah, that's dead.
That fell off real fucking quick.
Like I said, when I lost that one game, I'll never hear from him again.
See, what's weird is when you get teams like that, he has to perform every single fucking week. Every week. You can have a bad,
you're
you
in the
can have
Sun Belt.
yeah.
What's
You
wrong
should
with
be able to
Sun
throw
Belt?
it.
I like the Sun Belt. I'm not
No, you
hating
don't.
on
You hate the mid majors.
I like
hate
the
them.
mid majors. In
No.
college.
Kyle hates the armed forces. You hate
Fuck
the
off!
mid-majors.
Hey, at 10 that game at 10:30 a.m. His TV's not going on.
I'll be up there for it.
He will not be up.
I'll be there.
I hear like the weather might be on.
Yeah. There you go.
I might as well lean into this eventually. I have to
There you go.
eventually lean
Yeah,
into
please
this.
lean into you hating the military.
He
Yeah.
doesn't
Fuck
want to watch
off.
options.
Great
He doesn't want
idea.
options in military.
Fucking slip up one time and I can't ever hear the fucking end of that. Real quick, Northern Illinois is up 7-3 against Kent State. But
Kent State's going to win the game.
boys,
hope
this is the
so.
first episode of MV3 down in the books. I was gonna say down the drain, but that's definitely the wrong fucking word. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we stuck with thrown it in the drain. Fuck
God.
it. Oh,
Check MV3 out. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram,
SoundCloud.
TikTok, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Jesus, we're everywhere. Anchor. Definitely check out the Anchor. I'm going to be putting up the audio for this for Spotify. Definitely check that out. It's no longer the Davis Sports View. It's MV3, just as you hear it. And you can find it everywhere at MV3 Pod on all of the social medias.
Yep.
MV3 Pod.
Yep.
I guess before we go, is that T-Bone, you want to explain why we named it MV3?
Well, okay, so some people would disagree with this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Of like the main reasoning. So MV3, it's a play on the MVP. All sports have an MVP of sorts, whether you call it the Heisman, the AP NFL MVP, well, so on and so forth. All leagues have their own MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, let's stay sports teams. Keith is here. Keith is from Wisconsin, to my understanding.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I mean, if you see over that shoulder.
No, I know, but he's a fan of some weird teams
He's
at
got that
times.
Bucks
towel.
Yeah.
So while Keith is not the third, it's wonky, but Keith fits it too, so we can explain that. All three Wisconsin major sports at one point had an MVP with Giannis, Yelich, and Rodgers. So it's a nod to like the state's teams. We didn't want to lean into the Wisconsin sports, but we wanted to like at least like show that we're from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So MV3, fuck that Russell Wilson jersey behind you.
I just noticed.
Did you guys just realize that?
I did.
Yeah, I did, because I was
just
saying
noticed.
3 and I saw the 3.
Hey, Wisconsin. He's Wisconsin too.
Yeah, so then it started to become more of like the big 3, and you know, you have big 3s in sports. You have like the big 3 in basketball. You have like, you sometimes have it in football with the quarterback, running back, wide receiver. So it's a play on that. So, you know, it's just better than some of the other things we were thinking of. And it was a former podcast that my friend and I were going to do. And I talked to him. I was like, look, we came with a bomb name, but we didn't do shit with it. So we are doing shit with it. So we're just going to take it. Is essentially how that conversation went. He obviously said, okay. So now it's cool.
And here we are.
But at the bottom of the screen, it's been on most of the show. It says for the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even in the YouTube, anywhere else, it's MV3 Pod, all one word. You're going to find it on most of our socials. Spotify, it is just MV3. And on YouTube, it is also MV3 Pod. Figured I'd actually read out where you can find all of us for once, because I generally
touchdown
forget
Northern
each
Illinois.
Duh. Yeah. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it all got changed today. All the rebrand, all the profile picture, the banners, all that stuff.
T-Bone, throw up one of your hands to point at our new logo. You can find this logo anywhere you look. Yeah, right here. Anywhere you see that, that's us. This is MV3. Guys, check it all out. We'll be back tomorrow with our NFL episode. We'll be figuring out some scheduling things because Keith's got a new schedule, so we gotta nail some things down. But check out the original MV3.
Weeks, so
check out the original MV3s. It's gonna be me, T-Bone, and Wonky tomorrow. Hopefully, I gotta talk to Wonky. Let's hope. Let's hope. We're coming in hot. We got a lot of content. Check out the YouTube because we got quizzes and a bunch of other content on there. We're getting out of here though, guys. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.
Deuces.
Only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.